Okay, we move on. We move on to number 4, pitch number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Halftone Pro.
Hello, I am Larissa Davidova, and this is Halftone Pro. We are a graphic design tool for creating halftone patterns. Halftone is a pattern of dots, lines, or other shapes that look like a gradient from a distance, but if you look closely, you can see that it is comprised of smaller elements. It is a technique used in all kinds of graphic design, from logos to packaging, to posters, to comics, which it is most famous for. And you can also see this pattern all over Textilvania branding. It may look simple, but it's actually very time-consuming to create by hand. And I made a tool that does this automatically. Halftone Pro allows the user to upload an image, create a pattern with it with a variety of settings and shapes, and save it as a vector ready for print or import into any other software. We launched in closed beta in the beginning of April, and we got amazing results. The users shared our tool on their blogs and social media, and it was included in lists of useful tools for graphic designers by graphic design websites. 2 weeks ago, we fully launched and ended the beta, and since then, we got over 3,000 visitors, out of which 10% became active users, with 5% converting to paid. The feedback from the users was overwhelmingly positive. The business model is a freemium deal. We offer the full functionality for $9.95 with a limited free account, with watermark on the images and no vector export. But this is just one type of pattern that graphic designers have trouble with. There are many others that could be easily created by software, and I'm planning to release a whole set of tools that will become every designer's essential tool for graphic patterns, and that they will use every day. Another opportunity is a consumer app, which will allow to use halftone as a filter on the user's photographs and upload them directly to Facebook or Instagram. The competition in this area is represented by 2 main categories of tools: the expensive, difficult-to-use, platform-specific tools, and the lightweight online tools, which are very basic. The advantage of Halftone Pro is that it has all the functionality of a full professional tool while being cross-platform and easy to use. It is currently online. You can try it out at halftonepro.com and tell me what you think, which is what we are going to do now. Let me just show you the demo. On the left, the user can see all their uploaded pictures, or they can upload a new one. We have presets, which allow the designer to reuse their favorite pattern with just one click, no matter how complex it is. It can be circular grid, or it can be hexagons. Yes, my favorite. So we have 12 default shapes, which are mostly basic, like squares, or circles, or triangles. You can see that they are triangles, right? And if these are not enough, the user can upload their own. But another interesting shape we have is a random character, which allows to make the matrix effect. Hang on. It's coming. My computer is being slow today, but there. Or we can use lines of varying width as an element instead of particular dots or squares. It can be straight lines, or it can be not so straight lines. It is normally faster, it's just a really old computer I'm using. The pattern menu allows to control every little aspect of the grid on which the halftone is drawn to make amazing, unique effects, like this circular one, for example. And there is a variety of settings, like we can control everything about every single element, like the rotation and size, which allows for a near unlimited variety of patterns, which goes way beyond the standard halftone technique. But the best thing about Halftone Pro is that the requirements for the original image are very low. So it can be a very small image, it can be a very low quality image, or it can be a black and white or limited color image. The result will always be a high quality vector. Once we got the pattern we need, we can save it as a PNG or SVG. Just a second, this is being really slow. Yeah. We can save it as a PNG or SVG, or we can put it directly on Facebook or Twitter. This is the tool the designers have been waiting for. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Halftone Pro.
So, I think that was a really, really nice demo, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
The main questions I have is like, how big is the market? Is this something that can really sustain a big company, or is this more like that, like a couple of hundreds or thousands of people are going to buy? So what's like kind of like the size of that market that you can capture?
First of all, the Halftone tool, as I mentioned in my pitch, is just the start. I want to capture all the popular abstract patterns that the stock photo sites are making millions on right now. Like, you can see on the stock photo sites that there's a lot of these types of patterns. They are really expensive and really popular. So I want to make a set of tools that can make any of them, or at least the top ones, with one click and with an unlimited variety. The market is huge for this because there are millions of designers, and besides professional designers, there are also amateurs, people who just like pretty pictures, and people who want to have a pretty filter for their selfie. So the market is huge, and it's all about how I can reach it.
I understand you did this yourself, right?
Yes, I am a developer.
So I'm curious, what's the software stack like, and how long did it take you to make this?
Excuse me?
What is the software stack? What packages, open source libraries, programming languages, etc.?
It is mostly JavaScript. The patterns are generated on the client side, and I didn't use any frameworks. It was just vanilla JavaScript, and with a few plugins for the UI mainly. But the core algorithm is vanilla JavaScript, with a simple backend to store the pictures and process them.
And how long did it take you to make it?
I started this project about 7 months ago, but it's been an iterative process, so it's not like the whole thing took 7 months. The first version took 2 months, and after that I iterated on it, took feedback, and tried again.
And where would you like to be in 3 years' time with this? What's your ambition?
In 3 years' time, I want to disrupt Adobe. No offense to Adobe, but...
I'd just say one last thing. You know, you were just talking about then about millions of designers and everything. That pitch sounded much better than what you started with.
Oh.
So that huge vision you talked about in the answer, like to that, was really good. So next pitch, start with that. That vision was big, and it explained what you were trying to work towards much better.
All right, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Halftone Pro.